Hi, welcome to Building Your Temple. I am your personal trainer and owner of Building Your Temple CrossFit on the north side of town in Oxford, right off of M24. And today we're going to get some stretching done. We're going to do a little mobility work. Then we're going to have a nice little workout. So basically, let's get started. When we start stretching the hips, we'll just start warming them up. We're just going to walk in place. Same warm up we do every day. Just walk them up, try and get them nice and high. Today we're going for height. You want to try and get that knee above your hip, nice and high. At any point today, if you feel dizzy, you feel uncomfortable, lightheaded, go ahead, sit back down, relax till you can join back in with the group. I run 8 different group classes every day here at Building Your Temple, and we have a great time. It's a team atmosphere. We're actually gearing up for a bunch of competitions coming up. We got about 10 of the members that are doing them, and we just have a lot of fun. Who's open to any fitness level to come out and try out. And so, all right, now we're going to go out to the side. Just nice small circles, do about 20 each direction. Keeping those hips moving, keeping those knees coming, big steps. Good. This is just getting blood and getting the ligaments and everything warmed up around our joints here. Reverse that. So we're going to do a little bit of work. We're going to do some push-ups and see a broom behind me. I got a broom. We're going to break that out in the middle segment for a little WOD. That's workout of the day. Good. Breathe in deep through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, go to the front. Keep those circles going. Keep those steps going. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, some people wonder why I don't start right with stretching. I'm not a fan of cold stretching. I like to get the body temperature raised up a little bit, make sure your joints and tendons and ligaments, everything more pliable. All right, reverse that. I think it is better for less injury by not cold stretching. So we'll do some stretching after we get done with this portion. But by that point, it'll be a minute and a half, 2 minutes in, and we'll have our bodies warmed up. So overhead. Keep walking. Keep moving. Good. Swing them around a little bit. Get loose, get loose. Now we're going to do chain breakers. Chain breakers, a lot of people struggle the first couple times doing these, keeping the legs moving. If you can't keep the legs moving, it's okay. But what you want to do is we're going to start arms all the way out. We're going to come back, and then a short punch in, back, then back out all the way. It's a 4-part movement, and you can see why it gets complicated with having the legs going. So here we go. So we're going back, short, and back again, and 1. Back, short, back, 2. Back, short, back, 3. Back, short, back, 4. Keep those legs going. Back, short, back, 5. Back, short, back, 6. Back, short, back, 7. Back, short, back, 8. Back, short, back, 9. Back, short, back, and 10. Good. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to do jumping jacks. Okay, we're going to start just your standard jumping jack. Feet touching, arms at your side. You're going to go out and back in. If you can't, if that's too much impact on your knees, we're just going to do a little dip with the butt out and then come up. So from the side, if you can't jump out with your feet, you're just going to dip and come up and try and go to your tippy toes. That'd be a modified jumping jack for today. Okay? Here we go. Ready? And out, out. Good. All right. So now we should start being warmed up. I'm starting to get a little sweat going on. So I know that my muscles are going to be more pliable now. We'll start out standing up. And take a nice wide stance. And go as wide as you can comfortably. And we're going to go down to the center, The goal here is to eventually be able to put your hands flat on the floor. As we go down, we're going to breathe out, let that air out. So down, push your butt out behind you. Keep your shoulders up, chest up. All the way down, touch that floor, get that stretch. Breathe out, let all the air out, try and go down. Now we take a breath in, come back up nice and slow. One of the important things is keeping a focal point when we're doing a lot of the up and down stuff. If you're moving your head like this, you're going to get dizzy. As I'm going down, I try and find a good focal point that I can keep my eyes on the whole time. It keeps you from losing your balance. Go down again, all the way out, breathe, let that air out, down, big stretch. This time I was able to put my hands down a little bit further. My legs are straight, I'm getting a good stretch in my groin. Make sure my knees are pushing in. Good, good stretch. Come back up. And we're going to do that one more time, down to the center. This time we should be able to go a little bit further. I'd like to see those hands on the ground. Ready? And down, breathe out. And we're down. Keep those legs straight, get that stretch. Keep that stretch going. Good. Bring it back in. Big breath in. Come in close. Shake it off. All right, we're going to go back out to that spread leg position. This time we're going to go down to the right and get a stretch to the right. We're going to take your left hand and you're trying to reach around to the back side of your ankle. So you can go down and you're trying to reach around to get that twist. Keep your legs straight. Letting all your air out. Good. Come back up. You do it again. Go down. Good. Come back up. We're going to switch sides. Go two on this side. During the commercial break, I'm going to need you guys to go get a broom. Come back up. Go down one more time. Big stretch. And then take the handle off the broom. If you don't have a broom, then just grab 2 water bottles or 2 cans of soup. But for today, we want to play with this broom. So your assignment, we're not doing a cardio break. Just going in, get a broom handle so I can show you some stuff and what you can do with the broom handle. All right, and we'll be back here in a minute. Enjoy your break. Hi, welcome back to Building Temple. Hopefully you got your broomstick handle. By now you got it broke down, ready to rock and roll. Today we're just going to we're going to start with a couple just simple broomstick movements. We're going to start with our feet together, and then you're going to push your butt out. You're just going to let the stick come down. Notice how my arms are all the way out. Just let it come down. And we're going to come up, and we're going to catch it. And when we catch it, then we're going to try and squat it. So this is a very complex movement. When we do it with weights, it takes people 2 or 3 times of doing this before I let them use weights at the gym. If you're worried about going back, have the seat behind you. So you're down here, we're coming up, and I'm in slow motion here. We're coming up, in, catch it, and once we're here, squat it, touch it, come back down. Come up. Now what we're going to do with this will be part of our workout. So we'll be doing 10 of those. Then we're going to do 10 push-ups, 10 of those, 10 push-ups. And we're going to cycle through that as many times as we can in the next 6-7 minutes. Okay? So that's That's going to be the big part of our workout today. We're going to be trying to move fast. We're going to be going. So we're going to start here. I don't know how many reps we'll be getting at the gym. This would be called an AMRAP. That means that as many rounds as possible. Run round being the hang snatch with the squat and then the push-ups. Okay? So you guys ready? You got a chair, got a pole. All right. Feet just underneath your hips. You're going to dip, drop, catch, and squat. Back up. Dip, drop, catch, and squat. 2. But dip and drop. Dip, drive, drop. You're going to start getting faster. That was 5. Dip, drive, drop. I'm going to move away from the chair because it hinders my ability to go all the way down to full range of motion. Dip and drop. Dip, drop. 2 more. And here we go. 1 more. Then we're going to go to push-ups. But you know, by now you should know that I love push-ups. So the push-up portion, I'll go over real quick. This is your standard push-up. We're going to go all the way down, lift our hands up, come up. If you want to kip them, which you use your body to create momentum through your hips and your legs, we're going to go down, then you're going to pick your legs up, kick them, and go up. So down, hands, and up. If you can't do those, you can come on your knees and do your push-up, or chair on a solid surface that's not going to slide, down and up, and yet it's still easier, down and up. So those are all kinds of different variations. Today I will do the standard. So I'm going to start, we got 10 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, now grab your bar again. And we're going to do the snatch squats again. So you're dipping, driving, catching, big squat. Dip, drive, squat. Dip, drive, squat. That's 3. Dip, drive, squat. Dip, drive, squat. Notice my feet, to create more energy in my hips. As I'm coming up, my feet are coming off the ground, and I'm splitting them out so I can get under the bar faster. Dip, drive, squat. Dip, drive, and squat. We got 3 more. Dip, drive, squat. Dip, drive, squat. Dip, drive, squat. Good, now we're going to do 10 push-ups. Down, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, so that's 2 rounds completed. This is something you can practice on your own. Try and do more rounds in the 8 minutes than 2. So now we're back. You should be getting pretty winded by now. Should be feeling good. I got a good sweat going. Dip, drive, drop. Dip, drive, drop. Dip, drive, drop. That's 3. Dip, drop. Dip, drop. Dip, drop. Dip, drop. We're at 6. 4 more. Dip, drop. I went a little shallow on that one. My squat should have been deeper. I'll be honest, I'll call myself out. Dip. You want to get all the way down. Last one. And drop it. Good. Let's move on to push-ups. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, push-ups feel good today. Doesn't hurt that I did like 350 of them yesterday. But all right, that concludes the WOD. We did 3 rounds. Now we're gonna run in place through the break. Get those knees up. I'll see you guys back here in a second.
Hi, and welcome to the final edition of Saddle Up.
Hi, welcome back to Building Your Temple CrossFit. I'm your personal trainer.
Now, the Perch just weren't here naturally. Something brought them here.
Welcome back to Daybreak with Susan and Joe, and we're going to wrap up our session here today and talk a little bit about water.
All right, good job running in place. Good job getting those knees moving. All right, put our sticks down. Put them off to the side. Just a good sip of water. That was a fun WOD we just did, workout of the day. That's called an AMRAP. Again, my name is Bryan Beaune. I'm owner of Building Your Temple CrossFit on the north side of town in Oxford. Grab a sip of water. Water, you should be drinking about ½ ounce of water per pound that you weigh. You know, I weigh 240 pounds, so I drink at least a gallon of water a day, 128 ounces. Personally, I think everybody should be drinking about a gallon of water a day. That flushes you out, gets all the toxins out. So now we're gonna do some stretches. Again, this time we're gonna go to the floor, cool down a little bit. Bring your feet in butterfly position. Just gonna pull them in. Kind of pull on the front, just try and get that stretch down, move your hips around a little bit. If you have any questions about anything you saw here today, or if you just want to contact me for nutritional information, I write meal plans for people all over the country. You can call me at 248-935-9102. Or if you just want to learn more about me, you can go on my website, www.byt, that's the acronym for Building Your Temple, BYT. bootcamps.com. It's an S at the end of camps. And I have all kinds of stuff that I do on there, and my background in personal training and where I've come from. So try and pull this down, get a good stretch. I started personal training when I was in the Marines. And then I've just grown from there. Currently I have about 70 clients that I work with on a daily basis. Reach to the backside. Keep your knee flat. Get that big stretch in, let air out. And the great thing about what we do here is everything is scalable based on what your ability is. Just like when I was showing you the different push-ups on the chair. If you can't do a regular push-up, we got something you can do. If you can't do a pull-up, we got something you can do. That's going to build the foundation so one day you can do a pull-up. Everybody can do a pull-up eventually. It takes me about 3 to 6 months of working with somebody that's never worked out to get them to the point where they can do one. That's a big accomplishment, to be able to pull your body weight up over a bar. Big stretch. And now we're going to go back to the butterfly position. Breathe out. This time we're going to go deeper. We're going to pull in, get nice and deep. Nice and deep. That feels nice after doing those squats. Good. Now we're going to go back. We're going to do the same thing again. This time we're going to go deeper. Big stretch. Try and put your nose right on your knee if you can. Big breaths in and out. Let all that air out. Switch sides. Most of our workouts we do here only last 30 to 50 minutes, and that's with our warm up and cool down. And that's where, but the intensity level, as you saw with what we did during this program, the intensity level is up there. We're moving constantly, we're not stopping. It's not like a gym where you hit, 8 bicep curls and then you stand around for 2 minutes talking to your buddy next to you. This is, you come in, you move, you work, you get results. I guarantee results. I can average of my members and meal plan customers, we average about 30 to 40 pounds lost in 3 months of good positive weight, not losing muscle, not losing any of the stuff associated with a extremely low calorie diet. I will probably have you eating more working with me than you've ever eaten in your life, but yet you'll lose weight. And that's because I'm going to perfectly time your macronutrient intake, which is your carbohydrates, your proteins, your fats, to when your body needs them, when it wants to use them, and to keep them from storing them. That's all important factors that you can't get doing any of the big plans, where you buy meals from them. Back to the center again. I'm not going to name names, but there's several of them you see on the TV that, want you to pre-order these meals. Well, their meals are garbage. They're full of preservatives, they're full of chemicals, and you don't get real results. You don't learn how to cook for yourself. You don't learn how to do the lifestyle. My meal plans, you get off one of my meal plans, and when you reach the results you want, that's your maintenance cycle. That's where you're at. And then you only have to be about 80% on. And then 80% on, 20% off. Most of my people, after they achieve their weight goal where they're at, they'll do really good all week long, and then they have a good meal Saturday night with the family, or all the meals are good. You just gotta be creative. I don't put any processed food. I don't put protein shakes. I don't put anything with chemicals into my meal plans. That's all lean chicken, lean steak, eggs. Eggs are essential if you're trying to lose weight. They're proven to lower your cholesterol despite what the medical society says. All right, legs spread, out to the center. I've had many people with cholesterol concerns come to me for meal plans to drop their cholesterol, and when I give them their plan, they show it to their doctor tells them they're crazy and it's not going to work. Well, after a couple months, every one of them comes back with lower cholesterol and better health and less weight than what their doctor, and their doctors are amazed because what I'm doing works for them. Good stretch, good stretch. Good. Let's go up onto all fours. We're going to stretch the glute, or the butt muscle there. So we're going to be up on all fours. You want your hip and knee right above each other. We're going to sink in for a second. Just let your back arch, sink into it. Let's put our left leg behind us. Then we're going to just tilt, trying to keep our shoulders square to the floor. You're going to tilt. You should feel a stretch through here. Tilt it out. Stretch it. All the way down. Get a good stretch in there. Good. Come back up. All right, switch sides. We'll let that sink back in for a second. Keep the shoulders up, let that back arch, let it loosen up. Breathe out. Right leg back to the side. That felt good. That was so loud the mic may have picked it up. My back cracked. That's one thing I love about this stretch. Every time I do it, my back cracks. So it relieves all that tension through your glutes. Most people that have lower back pain, it's because their hamstrings and their glutes are overly tight. So every time I stretch them out, and that's something I get from a lot of exercising, or if you're sitting at a desk a lot, you're going to get the overly tightened glutes. And when you stretch those out, it actually helps to lessen your back pain versus trying to stretch. Again, my name is Bryan Beaune. I own Building Your Temple CrossFit on the north side of town here in Oxford, right off of M24. Give me a call, 248-935-9102. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you back here next time.
At Oakland County Parks and Recreation, we value what you value: family relationships, community connections, good health, environmental stewardship, and economic stability. Oakland County residents and businesses have invested in preserving nearly 7,000 acres of parkland. Since 1966, 13 parks and golf courses have been acquired, maintained, and improved. Oakland County parks and facilities are made possible by millage funds supported by Oakland County residents. For a home valued at $200,000, the homeowner pays less than $25 per year to support the Oakland County parks. With every generation, families create lifelong memories at Oakland County's award-winning parks. From exciting summer escapades and stories around the campfire to brisk fall walks on wooded trails and snowy winter outings, the outdoors beckons year-round. It's time to get up, get out, and get going at the Oakland County parks. Active recreation options abound. Cross-country ski or mountain bike on tree-lined trails. Scale the rock climbing wall. Get your kicks with soccer at several sports fields. Row or paddle a boat on 4 picturesque inland lakes. It's an easy journey. Most parks are just a short drive away. A quick tip: all our parks and golf courses end in Oaks. To find your favorite, just go to destinationoakland.com. Click